Hello and good evening everyone, welcome to our first race of season 11 for tier 2. We've got all the socials out the way and this is where the season begins in the lovely Bahrain Grand Prix. Race will be under the lights. This is just coming under the lights. A little bit light. I am your host for the previous season, Flatterad, alongside
Major 99.
Yeah, so going by the socials, most of these people in here did look far, so you've got people to watch out for this season. We're crowning a new world champion, of course, because everyone gets moved up a tier if they win championship. So people to look out for that had really strong socials. Diamond, Tomos. We also had people like Yorkie have a decent run, so it will be interesting. Crosby down in the Scarlet Ferrari for this year. He also had a decent couple of social races. Got unfortunate in last time around in Las Vegas. Had a very good showing in the end. So you've got some early run-ins. So our not very high downforce circuits, so you're going to want to try to set up more towards the lower downforce lower downforce part. You want to have quite a low wing around here, probably around a 28-30 mark, around the 40 for the front wing. Got a couple of drivers now out on their time lapse. So the first one across the line
Pieces.
is Reese's Pieces. No, it's not, it's Diamond. So he is just coming up the hill to treacherous left-hand corner, downward hill, late braking, and you want to try and flip the curb like he's just done nicely and aim your car towards the right-hand side to the curb. DRS fully wide open to another late braking left-hander. I'm going to try and glide your car to the right, full throttle up the hill, and now it's full throttle all the way, I think turn 14, and I'm going to try and be as much on the curb as possible on the left hand side, and just coming up to another difficult corner now for Douche. It's the last corner before the main straight. You can lose a lot of time here if you do get it wrong, but so far so good by Douche. Coming across the line as open DRS, wide open, and it's a 29.2 to start off with. Got Nathan now coming into the end of sector 3. He's our new driver for this season. He has been on a couple of our socials, but let's see how he can fare coming into the last corner. Used all his deployment. See how it affects him. Still goes P2 with a 28.9, just behind Reese's Pieces. You've got Wizard matching a 28.9, so 3 drivers separated by less than half a tenth. I think you had TJ now coming into the last corner. Still a bit of battery left to use.
Too easy, faster.
28.9, another 28.9. TJ comes across the line, P6 for him. So from P1 to TJ's only separated by 10.5, so very close so far. Yorkie drops himself in P8 and P9. Silverside ball now coming into the start of sector 3 and the end of sector 2. Bit of a wobble there coming out of the left-hander. Let's see how he fares compared to everyone else. Coming into it's a 106.9, so it's slightly faster than what TJ managed in the middle sector. It's going to probably put him around and across where he goes. P1 with 28.7, so he's got a 2-tenth buff to himself. Really good lap there by the Ferrari driver. DRS wide open for Silverside Boy, a little bit on the grass there. Won't affect him too much. P4, he'll be happy with that for his first run. He's got Mercedes in the background, just about to cross the line, start his lap out. Take us away.
Which is Remaster. Don't want to get this first corner wrong. Don't want to go too wide on exit. And invalidates out of turn 2.
Go across with Brenny's calls, just coming into the end of sector 2.
Yeah, he's
Started.
got half his battery left, so hopefully he's got quite a bit of his DRS left, so he's saving some of it for the last dash to the finish line. Running low on fuel, so he's obviously put enough for a lap in. He's using quite a bit of his battery down this little bit of a straight. Hasn't got a lot of battery left for the finish line. He's got 14%. Let's see if he can get the exit right. A little bit wide. Don't know how he didn't invalidate there. Ooh.
128.5. Where the hell has that come from? Brendan's Hill's been hiding some pace compared to the socials. Brilliant lap there by the Aston Martin driver. Gives himself another 2/10 buffer to Cross Street in P2. And Cross normally does do 2 flying laps. He tends to overfuel a little bit, so he's going on his second lap, coming into turn 1 now. Like very low traction corner, coming out of turn 2, coming into the first DRS part of the circuit. He's coming up to turn 4 now. Yep, just clip the curve. It's going to push that car to the left hand side. Turn 5, turn 6. Pretty smooth there by Cross. He's half a tenth up on his lap. This is the second lap on tyres. It'll be 3 now. So so good so far by Cross. Go down into turn 8. Downward hill corner to the left. Very smooth there right across. DRS, and it's got a lot of battery left to play with, so let's see how he uses it across the rest of the lap. DRS is just going to shut just under braking, up the hill to the fast left and right. Run across the line in sector 2. He's a 10th up. Pulled some time back on Brady's call. Pretty smooth by Cross so far. He has got a bit more battery to use compared to what Brad used on his lap, so let's see how much time he can gain. Very smooth lap by Cross in the Ferrari. It's using all his battery up now with DRS wide open. It's going to be close. Oh, he's matched him. Matched the time of British call 128.514. Don't very rarely see that happen. But and we've got Remaster just popping into P3. Very good lap by him also. So now with the round of first laps.
You've got Thomas just coming to the final corner now. See what his lap time is. His first
in the
lap.
Red Bull. Let's have a look. 27.6 is a whole 9/10 buffer to P2. It's going to be a very hard to beat. Jay Undisputed, he has invalidated his first lap. I expect him to probably pit this lap. He's got not enough battery, but that will raise some eyebrows with league management going by that gap. Let's see how far these drivers can get as close as they can to him, but 127.6 is very well. That's more like a tier 1 lap. I think in my time trial I only managed 27.8, I think 27.9, something like that. So very fast there by Tomo's in the Red Bull. Will raise some eyebrows.
Silver Boy has given us a drink on the Twitch chat.
Yep, Wizard is 3/10 up on his lap, so at the moment it's going to put him around the Cross creep pace. A little bit less battery than what Cross and Bread had at this time, but smoothly going up the hill. Taking a lot more curb than what most people do on that corner. You can lose the rear end very easily there, and he's 7/10 up, so at the minute it's going to put him at 28.2. Let's see where this is going to put him. Obviously throughout the socials he was always up there in the top fighting with It's Noah, who's not here tonight, but let's DRS what was going to put him. He's going to put him at second with a 27.9. He's still got 3 attempts to find via Tomo's. Nathan Hill's just starting his lap now. Suicide Boy's just coming down into the really horrible left-hander. and if you do get it wrong, it's game over, and you might as well restart. You know, a little bit of wobble there from Gary coming out the corner. Just coming into the end of sector 2 now. He's saved a lot of battery for this run compared to the last run. 50% left. Does look like he's carrying quite a lot of downforce compared to others. Only 150 miles an hour going up the hill. He's going to spunk most of his ERS down here, around 25% of it. Coming into the last corner now. Carbon fibre bits coming up, running over the curb. Nice smooth last corner for Silverside Boy. He's going to put himself only P7 with 28.7. It's still 1.1 seconds off pole, so he's going to have to find some very, very much improvement if he wants to be in the at least the top 2. You've got Reese's Pieces coming over the line and validating his lap. And TJ, Big Boss Man, he's just starting his, well, just gone through sector 1. He's nearly 10th up on his lap, so a little bit of improvement there by TJ. And going by the times, Al, you know, even if you get 2 temps, it's going to put you well up into the top 7 or 6. It's quite close between about 6 or 7 drivers here.
Yeah, it can be very interesting tonight on pace, especially with Thomas setting the marker. So it's going to be a very interesting race for everyone.
Yeah, see what TJ fares. He's about 10th and a bit down. He might abandon this lap, come into the pits for a new set of softs. It's not much time left of the session, but let's see if he does finish his lap or not. He's coming into the last corner now, and he does abandon his lap coming into the pits. Lost a bit in the middle sector. Got Yorkie also abandoned his second lap run in P15. Jay Undisputed is getting a massive tow from his Aston Martin teammate, British Cool. British Cool just dives out of the way. I would have gained him a 10th and a half, 2 temps. Let's see what he does in sector 2. You want to be about 106.2 or 3, which he has, 106.4, fastest middle sector. So this is going to put him right up there in amongst the Crosskeys and the Sir Yeezys. Coming into the last corner now. Still got 43% deployment of battery. He's deciding to use it a little bit later, but let's see where he goes. P5, so he pretty much matches Bread, Court and Cross. He has got enough time to come around and go for one more lap. So he's all over the place there for some reason. Coming into the last set of corners now. He's going to pit, yeah. Gummer's invalidated his second run. Got Reese's Pieces now. Everyone else is in the pit. He's got Groundsy just starting his first flying lap. Let's have a look at Reese's Pieces. Let's take everyone around with Reese out for the rest of his lap.
Yeah, well, he abandoned his lap. He's literally turned his ERS off because he's running on fuel. So I don't think
missed that one.
he will be going out again.
He's going to have to go round again. It's going to be nip and tuck for him to come out and get another lap in. So he does need to hurry up. He may just have over a lap's worth of fuel. Does he pit? Yes, he does. So it's going to be very, very tight for him to get out.
The only other one that's on the lap at the moment is Groundsy down in P17. Oh, and he's had a spin.
Whoa, yeah. So, like I was saying before, that corner can be a little bit nasty. You can lose the rear end, and it just looks like a little bit too much power down coming out of the corner. So if not, he's clipped the inside curb a little bit too hard. It is a very high curb, and it shot the car around. That's probably the more realistic outcome of that little spin. But hopefully he's got enough. Yeah, I think that's going to be him done dusted. It's going to be very, very close for him to come out. So we've got everyone coming out. Who do you think is going to get pole for the first race of the Tier 2 season? Let's have your top 3, Al.
Thomas, Wizard, and I would say Cross Green. top 3.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with you there. I'm not too sure in what order. I think Cross is going to have some performance in the bag, as he did do his run on older tyres compared to everyone else. So I'd say they're probably, that's a good shout, them top 3 drivers. Obviously everyone is still waiting for this man to finally hopefully win his first race ever. He's got the record for longest serving member in FPRL without a race win, so he's hoping to break that duck this season. A lot of other people don't want him to win a race, so it just puts the joke even longer and more. But he's coming into the end of sector 1 now. It's only a 10th up, but a 10th at the minute. Alan's going to put him up into P7 to 6, so let's see what he can do. He's the first one on his lap. He's got the remaster slowing down, so the Silverside Boy is the first one on his last flying lap. He's got a little bit of traffic in front. It might affect him coming into that corner. He did go slightly deep. Alfa Romeo got out of the way. Let's see now. Use a little bit more battery than we did the last time round. He had a little squabble coming out of here. His other fire, but it's a little bit better. He needs to be in about 106.4s. He's 106.5, so it's 3 temps he's got. If he has a decent last corner and uses his battery, it could be possibly around the Breeders' Call mark, which is slightly in front. So let's have a look. See, he has a good exit, a little bit on the curb, slow him down slightly. He's using all his possible. DRS wide open, puts him 6, so he's just missed out on P3 by less than a temp, giving his Alpine friend a show, and his Alpine of Gummers. So you're going to have to keep up with me here, Al. You have to tell me who's on the fast one and who's not. TJ's up a 10th and a half. You've got Nathan Hill, he's a 10th and a half up. Everyone's starting their laps now. Both of the Red Bulls starting their laps. You've got Nathan Hill, he's the next one over the line, and then you've got a Merc and a Ferrari behind. So Nathan Hill, he's going to come across the line. He's used all his deployment again, so his deployment usage is not that great. That puts P9.
The Merc is remaster.
So we've got the remaster. He's going to come across the line. He's coming across the line now, and that's put him P11.
Koski's the next one, P3.
Yeah, P3. He'll be happy with that. And you've got TJ now coming into the last corner. He was 10th and a half out of sector 1. Let's see what he can fare. DRS wide open. P13 for TJ. And Monkey Boy now is 10th up on his lap time. Dusha 10th and a half up on his lap. Everyone now is coming around and finishing the last sets of laps. Anthony Hawk is pitted. So what can Diamond do? Diamond's only a half a temp up, so we all know that Diamond's got better race pace than quali pace.
Put his calls down on his time.
Yeah,
and he's spun.
And you got Diamond coming in to the last corner now with Breeders' Call coming across the circuit. And Diamond comes across the line. He stays P15. Also have, that's it. We are done. Tomos goes even faster. So Tomos has done a 127.4. That's nearly a 4 temp difference. It's 3 and a bit temps. He's got pole by. Nathan Hill has stopped. So Monkey Boy starts P13. But look at that, Al. From where Breeders' Call is in 5th,
yep,
all the way up to TJ, it's separated by just over 2.5 temps.
Yep, very close.
It is very, very close between, and that's what we want. We want a very competitive tier where it is all close racing. Ignore Tomos, he's not in the consideration part at the minute. He's got obviously that buffer, but from where Breeders' Call is all the way down to P14, it is separated by just over 2.5 temps. So that's what you want to see. Very competitive racing. So that is it. That is our first qualifying session of the season.
Oh, also, I have seen the Twitch chat and Cactus has put, yeah, might need to send him to tier 1.
That's down to league management, but obviously they will keep an eye on Tomo's and Wizard, as they were the people that had. Tomo's got a 7 attempts gap to cross Gree, and Wizard obviously got another 4 attempts on cross. But there's your grid. You've got Tomo's P1, Wizard P2, Cross P3, Gummers at P4. Brilliantly for Gummers, he was tier 3 last season, so he's going to be happy with P4. Bread is called P5. Jay is P6, Silverside Boy 7th, Sir Yeezy 8th, 9th Anthony Hawk, 10th Nathan Hill, 11th Remaster, 12th Reese's Pieces, 13 is a Monkey Boy, P14 is TJ, 15th is Diamond, 16th is Yorkie, and Groundsy is P17. But he did his times on medium tyres. So interesting strategy there by Groundsy, but we will see.
This is a track you do not...
Continue out, sorry.
This is one of the tracks you do not want to use your soft tyres in race, because they will go.
Yeah, I think that's a problem with the whole of this game. With any track that you go to, though, how they've made it very realistic regarding tyre wear this season, which is a good thing. You know, the tyre life is soft, so only going to last between 3 to 6 laps. It's generally, if you're pushing full throttle in real life, that's the tyre life really. And the same with the medium and the hards. A lot of people have discovered that the hard is mainly the race tyre for this season. It's quite competitive, obviously.
Just seen in Twitch chats, Gaz just put someone started.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, okay guys, we will be back shortly. We are just going to pause the stream for now. Someone has it started the game. Obviously, in this situation, it's the same as last year, where the host is the person who starts up. Whoever starts up before the host, it's an automatic restart, and this is because it gives people time to just quickly do their setups, their fuel loads. If you go to the toilet and get a drink, and it's not fair on them other drivers, so we do have to restart. We will pause the stream and we'll be back shortly. welcome back everyone. I do apologise for the restart. Like I was explaining earlier, someone started the game without the host. You alright, Al?
Yeah.
Heavily breathing, you have an heart attack.
No.
Right. So it is down to I think it's TJ to ready up. So every drivers now, we're gonna have a couple minutes break, I believe still.
Yep. They need to get their setups and
Have to get it set up, choose a tyre strategy for the race. So I'd expect you to expect a lot of drivers to start on the hard. Al, your breathing down the mic is really pissing me off.
I'm not breathing
Like
down the
walking
mic.
up down the bloody stairs. And yeah, so people will be choosing the setups right now, choosing what tyre to start on. Obviously the softs are avoidable, but they are now being given 3 brand new sets of softs, or what it is, 2 or 3. Obviously the game's been restarted, and yeah, we're just waiting now for the host and to the chaos into turn 1. Hopefully there is no chaos.
Well, yeah.
Here in this tier 2 are quite experienced, so you know, if you stick a nose into the inside, people on the outside try not cut over because it will cause you to spin. People on the outside stick to the outside and try and get them into turn 2. Person in the middle of turn 1, you're pretty much a goner. So
Yep. We don't want a repeat of Monday night's race.
yeah, just watch other people's braking points. Obviously, if you're at the back of the grid, it's gonna you're gonna catch up the grid quite quickly. And again, just get used to the people's driving styles. If it's the first time you've been driving with them, just to make sure certain drivers will accelerate corners differently, brake differently. Some are late brakers, some are early brakers. So get used to that before making a move, making a lunge. And just watch your front wing.
Yeah, this is more a 2-stop strategy around here. Some of the other races you can get away with 1 stop, but this one has to be a 2-stop. You cannot get away with 1 stop.
Generally in this game, obviously the last game you was able to do a 1 stop, and you'd be very, very pushing it to do a 1 stop. In this game it is near enough guaranteed. I think every race we've done so far is a 2 or 3 stop. I think I managed to do 1 stop around Brazil. But here we go, here's the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix Tier 2. 5 lights and we are way up. Tomo gets around nicely with it on the side. And so far Wizard goes for the move, just exactly what I was saying. Don't go for the lunge, but he's gone for the lunge anyway. And Petrosky up into P2 with P3 pretty smoothly through. Oh, we got a Haas in the back. Got someone else off actually. Who was that?
Pieces.
One of the RBs. Brownsy at the back. Oh, and TJ's been tagged by Remaster. Stream. It's just one of them corners. No damage to TJ. Only a few positions lost, but he is on the back of the people. Now Remaster then goes on the inside of the of Reese's Pieces. Got Reese's Pieces now going on the inside. Oh, he nearly hits the back of Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy way up into 13th. Coming up to the left of start 1. These 2 guys are still fighting. Got Reese's Pieces on the outside. Whoa, he loses the rear end, and then it's going to make the master. And TJ is now moved up into P15. Diamond's had a good start. He's up into P10, so he's gained a few positions. Yorkie, he's the man on the move. And let's have a look. Pretty sure, yeah, he's gone up 7 spaces. So he's on the ball now. He's all over the back of the Silverside gearbox. Silverside boy is using a little bit more battery than Jay in front. Silverside boy is going to go for the move on the inside. Has he got the cojones? Yes, he has. Does he get brakes in time? Yes, he does. She's a little bit more, but that's okay. But Gary turns in, and unfortunately Gary has just taken out Jay. Didn't leave him enough room for the inside. James tried a little bit more room than that, but that brings the Diamond Deuce up into P7, so not a good start there by Silver Boy in the Alpine. So easy P60 R Gummers, Tier 3 driver last year, comfortably in P5 at the moment. But he scored P4 with it and Cross Street. Tomo's now up, trying to get away from Cross a little bit. Cross is in a good position here. He's started on the medium tyres. Tomo's has got to do a little bit more than this to. He's gone the alternative strategy. He started on the soft tyres, but at the present moment, it's not worked so far. He needs a couple of seconds gap at least to cross. But let's have a look at the tyre.
Very mixture of tyres. Some have gone soft, some have gone medium, some have gone hards. Grams has had a bit of a new front wing, so now he's on mediums.
Yeah, that's when he tapped TJ. Yeah, we've got 3 drivers on hards. We've got 3 drivers on softs, the rest are on mediums. But that's why Diamond had such a good start. Did have the extra bit, but I'm not taking that away from him. That would have certainly helped. We have now Cross Street, DRS wide open. Artin, Tomo's. Tomo tries to stick it around the inside, but Wizard nearly hit the back of Tomo's. Cross is going to be under pressure here from Tomo's. Tomo's got such a good exit. DRS wide open, so 3 past Cross Street here. And goes back into P2.
Oh, pile up.
Yeah, we've got TJ's missing half a front wing. It looks like Anthony Hawke is colliding with TJ at some point, and it's got a 10-second penalty for it, so TJ will be pitted for the front wing. So with Anthony Hawke, Rubas has also got missing front wing, so collision between them 3 drivers. Not a good start to the season for them 3 boys.
And we've got Lathan also, he's missing part of his front wing as well.
Yep, so easy down in P6 in the McLaren, giving our Gummers a push around at the minute, 3 tenths behind. Then you've got about a 2-second gap to the soft tyre runner of Diamond, who is now under pressure from Silkside Boy, alongside Yorkie. Looks like he's got a little bit more confidence than Gary, going through section 2. So let's see if Silkside Boy does make a move on Diamond. Both drivers are quite low on hers, 27% for Diamond, 37% for Silkside Boy. Silkside Boy is using a lot of his battery up here, so is Diamond. Diamond is out of battery. An easy pass to Silkside Boy. Yep, oh, Diamond tries to stick around the outside. Oh, what a brilliant move there by Diamond. Lovely defensive move there by Diamond. Comes to the inside. And he didn't get the DRS though. Let's see. A little bit more Silkside Boy. Silkside Boy on the medium tyres going down the inside of Diamond. He's got power coming into the straight. Diamond. They P7. Crossway still hounding the driver of Tomo's in the Red Bull. Only 3 tenths behind. We've got them 3 drivers now in the pits. TJ and Remaster all coming out now. We've got Groundsy, who had to pit earlier, has jumped these guys. So, how were you expecting a couple of laps time that Tomo's soft tyres will start going off? Would you expect?
Lap 5, possibly 6. So we would have to probably pit for the next few laps, because they will probably be on about 50% by now. So yeah, next couple of laps, sophomore runners will be in.
Yeah, so Tomo went for the alternative strategy. So far it's not good, as you can see there, he's losing his rear end. Obviously he's not going to need to use he's saving it. Tomo could a little bit, and here there, Crosby did the smart thing. He backed off. He knows he's got a chance going up into turn 4. Let's see. Couple of movements here. Wizards had a problem. Our Gummers is now passed. So is Freddy's Tool. Crosby goes for the move. Oh, a little lump there on Tomo. Crosby is now free, and hopefully Crosby in this middle sector can pull away slightly. For the medium tyres, he's going to have to make sure that Nathan Hill picks up first, 3-second penalty. But yes, Al, Wizard had a problem into turn 1. It looks like 2 drivers have passed him.
Yeah, I didn't quite see what he had. I think he went wide out of the exit, and which has allowed Gammas and British Call to get ahead.
Yep, so Diamond and Yorkie has managed to pass Silverside Boys. The Silverside Boys have a torrid time at the present moment, not able to make any inroads at all. Actually got back to us, so Yorkie actually put in a slight gap. He's going to now start putting pressure. Diamond, Reese's Peak, got Monkey all over the back. He's about 6 tenths behind Reese's Pieces. He's biding his time. Let's see if he's a little bit deep into the line. Wild Gummers as well, 10 second penalty for speaking in the pit. This is very common around here just because it's such a late breaking into the pit. You do sometimes misjudge it. Monkey's just slightly behind. Up at front, Cross did get repassed by Tomo. Tomo did get double whammy of the DRS. Yorkie, Silverside Boy and Nathan Hill's now joining this group. Not too far away is Reese's Pieces and Monkey Boy's just on the back of this group. So far go good for Monkey. Jay is trying to make a look inroads. He obviously got spun round by Silverside Boy at the start. So he's about 4.5 seconds behind. Our Gummers is pretty much out of it at the moment unless there's a safety car. He's got a 10-second time penalty above his head.
He probably won't be doing much, as I've just seen the Twitch chat, if he got his setup.
That's good. But he was doing alright down up in P5, so it wasn't affecting them too much, but now it's getting really fast up the top. We've got Tomo's Cross, British Call and Wizard all within a second of each other, with Sir Yeezy now joining this group. This is going to be all about picking the right moment of when to pit. It's a really good undercut here. It's working about 3.5 seconds, but we've got Cross now going for the move on Tomo's, and the British Call getting a double slipstream. British Call is going to go for the move on Cross. He's passed 2 people to turn 1. Cross does the cutback, and we saw this a couple of years ago with Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. And British Call has not got. Thomas goes through the middle of Cross and British Call. Thomas has to go slightly wide. Cross backed off then. You did see Thomas cut across Bread, but Cross has dropped the position. Not to worry. DRS is quite strong around here. Wizard is now going all over the back of Cross with Sir Yeezy nearly touching. And what this fighting is going to do is hopefully bring people like Diamond and Yorkie into consideration. Diamond is on the soft runners. Tomo's Al is doing very well on them soft tyres.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be in this lap. Bet they're screaming saying get me off, get me off. So I reckon he'll go possibly onto the set of mediums. He may even go back on another set of softs yet. Depends on what his strategy's like.
Yeah. You've got still Jay down in P12. We've got Monkeys now out of DRS to Nathan Hill, so he's losing about half a second a lap due to the DRS, so he's going to want to try and sneak in another half second somewhere to try and get within that DRS. So this is going to be Farshey down into Show 1. Tomo does pit, as you said, Al. Lovely, brakes lovely and early. Brent Score has got DRS and Cross decides to back off. Second DRS, so. Wizard's been tapped by Sir Yeezy. Accident, turn 1, and Wizard is reversing. So Nathan has taken out the Wizard. That was not good by Nathan. Poor Wizard down in P10 now. He's got a lot of catching up to do. Let's see. That promotes Silverside Boy and Yorkie and Diamond into the top 3. So these guys, if they're going to want to pit early, one of these guys here can do a massive undercut. The guys in front, they are only 3.7 seconds behind, so hitting a couple of laps before. possibly change the outcome of their race.
Yep.
And Cross is just holding station for the moment. He's happy to stay behind Brady's call in P2. He's got the gap time, it's nearly 4 seconds, so there's no need to rush. And what he can do here is force Reggie a little bit more overtake than himself, and he can actually decide to save his battery. He decided to go for the early move turn 1. But it's cool now. He's going to get the DRS on Cross, and Cross decides to do early pit. Does he get it stopped? Just
Diamond's in.
Early pit stop.
Yorkie's in.
Very, very early pit stop. So then we definitely do the two-stopper. Suicide Boy and Reese's Pieces are going side by side. Reese's Pieces on the hard tyre. Suicide Boy's going to take the sideline to affect him. So Yeezy now is on the back of Suicide Boy in P3 and 4. Yorkie has pitted early. Tomo's now pushing our Gummers around, so our Gummers up pitting that early has jumped into net lead, but he has kindly got out the way of Tomo's. So Tomo's pitting early, like I said, Al, has gained him 3.3 seconds.
Yep.
Cross on the hard, and Tomo's is on the mediums. Diamond's pitted, he's 3.7 behind, Yorkie's 2.8, so he's actually lost quite a lot of time there for some odd reason to Cross. So I think Silverside Boy and people like Reese's Pieces are going to have to go longer now, try and save a little bit more tyres, because if Silverside Boy pits now, he's going to come behind Groundsy, I believe, at this rate. And Anthony Hawk picks up a 3-second time. Goes up into P6 after the pit stops around him, so he's going to want to see if he can go a little bit longer. Silverside Boy doesn't take my advice, but he does pit. Stops nice and early. Now has caught up Nathan Hill. He has caught up that gap,
which he's now got DRS.
Boy has lost out lots of time here. It's going to be close between him and Yorkie, just in front of Groundsy. It's a couple of seconds in front of Groundsy in the end. Being hounded by Brewmaster into turn 1. Brewmaster goes for the move. Oh, he gets the sideboard of Groundsy. Tomo gets a 3-second warning, so one of our net race leaders has taken himself up for a 3-second penalty. Brewmaster ran it outside of Groundsy. Groundsy breaks early. Has got the cut back slightly. The third line is the outside, and Brewmaster is through. TJ still down in 16th with Jay in 15th. Red School still going around with Reese's Pieces, still going around on the hard tyres. Uncle Boy's doing brilliantly in P5, keeping up with Nathan the R. Gomez picks up a 3-second penalty also. Cross, Diamond, Yorkie, and so Silverside Boy now has caught up Yorkie. Seems like Yorkie's not very keen on these hard tyres. He has lost even further time to Diamond. Diamond is on the mediums, so let's see how Silverside Boy fares with his hard tyres. Battery, and Yorkie's hardly got any battery. It might be white. Monkey's in, Wizard in. So let's see where this puts Monkey. Gonna put him most likely. He's gonna come out right in front of this pack of 3. He's gonna want to try and get out in front. And he has. He's just made it. It's gonna be a difficult first lap for him. He's gonna have to try and cover off Rune, Groundsy and Jay, or warmer tyres. But very decent stop there by Monkey, P11. Only 4 seconds behind Silverside Boy after stopping a couple of extra laps. Silverside Boy still stuck behind at Yorkie. Diamond Anthony has picked up a 10-second zone. Very good for him so far. And he has retired in the pits. That's less than half distance. for Anthony. Can't remember what the rule is about being half distance. Ross now is on his way of catching up with Gummers. Thomas is literally pushing Nathan Hill round.
He's on. He left.
Nathan Hill is coming back on Thomas. Thomas trying to squeeze on the curb. That would have been a validation again. Thomas, he has got the cone stuck underneath the car. Nathan Hill has pitted. Let's see where he comes out. He was the main competitor with Monkey Boy.
I don't think he's actually in control of his car.
Oh.
Nathan, he did leave.
Really?
Yep,
Why did you not invite him back then?
I did.
Oh. But here comes a Monkey. He's going to have warmer tyres and so easy in front. So he's got a good opportunity here. Into the top 10, so easy. Picked up a time penalty on turn 3. Very unusual there. So Boy's still stuck behind. Has to try and get past Yorkie as quickly as possible. Start chewing his front tyres. Otherwise, Yorkie now is going to go and try and make a move on Argummers. Argummers doing perfectly well with no setup. Tomo's got a 3-second penalty and Cross is 5.1 behind the net P2, so he does need to get a move on.
It'll be fair close.
Gummers, lack of experience there, could have lifted off slightly, but let's see if Gummers does pit this time around. Reddy's call is now in after a marathon first stint. Gummers has decided not to pit. Burning his battery with DRS fully open. Gummers is trying it around the outside and lovely cover, but just hasn't got the tyre grip. Out the corner, let's just see. Gummers did get the DRS, but of course it's defended by using a little bit extra battery. The distance Diamond slowly catching this group up with the medium tyres. Boy did end up getting past Yorkie. But in the meantime, Bread did jump. Silverside Boy in. Oh no, Bread was in front, wasn't he? So Silverside Boy now in the net P4. Monkey Boy doing it brilliantly up in P8. He's managed to pass so easy. So he's getting more comfortable. The race goes on. Was our race leader. He's now he only did 4 laps on the mediums.
Who's that?
Tomo's. Why's he done that?
I don't know.
Very, very early pit stop there for Tomo's. Only did about 4 or 5 laps, I believe, on the soft tyres. Coming very, very early. He's got to make the hard tyres now last 14, 15 laps, which is a very, very long shout to do. We will see Gummers now finally pitted off the tyres. Nathan Hill has left again. Reese Pieces now decided to pit. And Reese Pieces had a marathon first hit of the race. He's now jumped to Monkey Boy. Pressure from so easy rear end sliding everywhere. Monkey Boy's got it covered into turn 4. Suicide Boy's now got into DRS or Bread is cool. It's going to take a couple of laps of Bread's tyres to warm up slightly more. Ross now is leading the Bahrain Grand Prix. Being hounded down by Diamond, like we were saying, Diamond's not very keen on the qualifying. It's not very, very good on a 1-lap pace, but he has got very, very good race pace and tyre management. And at the minute he's in a net P2. He will have to stop again to go on the hard, as he did go on the medium tyres J Undisputed has picked up a 3-second penalty, and this is down in P11. He's got himself a penalty also. So let's have a look at the penalty situation. Wizard J, Tomos and So Easy all on 3 seconds, along with Nathan and R Gummers. So R Gummers did get rid of his 10 seconds in the end, which reasonably that's quite good because he's down in 15th. So anything can happen with the last 14 laps left of this Grand Prix. The boy now has broken the walkie. Now has been passed by to pieces. The boy needs to make a hurry up on British call. This is going to be for a net podium. Has got a charge behind him, P5. I've been catching cross. Attempt gone out.
So Yeezy and Monkey are battling for P7, P8 now. Went side by side into turn 1. So Yeezy got the better exit and they're still down side by side.
Yep, so Yeezy had to back off. Monkey boy defended that position like a lion. Absolutely beautiful driving there by So Yeezy and Monkey. Very clean driving. And now we have Tomos. Fresh hard tyres. Oh, and he's tapped the back of So Easy. But the floor, he's going to go for it. Let's have a look. Not close enough. Go for the dive. Slightly wide. This is going to allow So Easy to come up the inside and go right around the outside. Back off. He's still there. Still there. Almost can't come across. So he's there, and no, he's crashed. And that's safety car, and that was Tomo's fault.
Yep.
Didn't give him room, pushed him into the wall. Oh dear, oh dear. It goes from bad to worse, and we've got a Red Bull, Reese's Pieces, spinning on the straight. I think that was down to him trying to pit. Can't do it, he's gone past, but yeah, unfortunately for So Easy, pushed in the wall by Tomos. He was there all the time, and this Grand Prix now goes bad to worse for was our net leader. Unfortunately, Silver Boy, Yorkie and Monkey have actually made this work. Cross Diamond Bread and Reese's Pieces still have not pitted. This is going to work out for treat for Diamond. Who can get off the medium tyres, got a set of brand new hard tyres, and this is going to be good for the likes of people like TJ, finally be able to get some racing after his first lap instance with a few drivers and shenanigans with getting caught up into things. So it's going to close the grid down. A lot of people in front have got penalties, but this is going to help the Diamond Owl.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out so good for Cross. He will have to make them medium tyres if he is to pit, unless he's got another spare set of hards. He's going to have to make their medium tyres go a long way.
Yep.
More than what they're able to. Well, or capable of if you don't tyre manage. Brett is cool. Again, he's lost out also. He's not going to want to pit. He's just pitted for a brand new set of hard tyres also. And same with Reese's Pieces. I'm not too sure what happened to him. He spun by the pit exit, and I think he was trying to squeeze himself into the pit.
So squeeze in, Diamond's in.
So Cross is in. Let's see what he goes on. Let's see if Cross has got a spare set of hard tyres.
But his call stays out.
Yep, and he's got a brand new set of clean hard tyres for Diamond. Yep, Brett is cool. Yep, that's fine now. We only pitted like 2 laps ago, 2-3 laps.
He thought about it and then decided not to.
Yeah, so let's have a look. Does it show?
Reese's Pieces to get in the new front wing.
So he's only 4 places in front. Reese's Pieces. Yeah, something happened at the pit entry, and he spun. I'm wondering if he tried overtaking someone and has hit someone. But Monkey Boy is now in a net P7 for him. Tomo's is going to be under the steward's watch if someone puts a clip in. Just waiting for the grid to all form up. I'm going to go quiet for a minute, Al. while we wait.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the incidents. There's nothing on that state if Thomas got a warning for that. So it can be tricky. He never got a collision warning, so it's going to be very interesting. But that's now it's put Diamond and Silverside Boy in the frame. I don't think Thomas softs are going to last rest of the race. Yeah, Cruiser, that wasn't really ideal for them too. They were fighting like mad, as you saw on the stream. They were literally going hammer and toe. Thomas knew he was there on the outside, and one thing led to another. And there's Thomas deciding to retire. So that's our third DNF. Thomas has decided to call it.
Yeah, that's not good on his part. He should have continued, because if a clip does get put in and he's deemed at fault, that would now go on to the next week's Grand Prix. So shot himself in the foot there a little bit.
Yeah, like everyone says, it's best to keep going and not retire, because you will get, if you do get clips against you, you're absolutely knackered, especially if it was deemed your fault. Diamond's in a good place now, so Silverside Boy up to P3 and P4 for them too. They're going to have best tyres for the end. Yorkie, Reese's Pieces, both on the medium, so they're going to struggle slightly at the end with the tyres. TJ is now in the top 10 mediums, with the two drivers in front with a 3-second time penalty. So it'll be very interesting. I reckon we'll go out after safety car for one more lap, and then it'll be in ready for British call to take us away with the start or restart the grid. Just seeing a car dart in the pits. That is Grimsey. The softs pitting. So what is he going to go for? First set mediums. So he obviously thinks the softs are not going to last. Position changes, let's have a look at position changes. Who's got the best position change? I believe it is Diamond Douche. He's up 12 places from 15th. Yorkie's up 11. Gaz is up 3. Biggest losers at the moment, actually on the grid, is Wizard. He's down 6. Unfortunately for Thomas, he's down 14, ended up out.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for Grancy to join the back. He's coming onto the back of them now. I expect we'll 10 laps left for the race after this lap, so a couple of corners you'll see the safety car lights flashing and totally go off. Obviously Brady's call back the pack up. He's going to want to go as late as he can here, or try and catch someone out into turn last corner.
It has completely slowed up.
You do get a decent slipstream here until someone then loses the rear end there. Trying to warm up his tyres, but any of the top 7 drivers all the way to Monkey have a chance of winning. And Wizard and Jay behind that are on penalties, so anyone in the top 7, very good chance of winning. It's nice to see Monkey have a very good result and build his confidence up a little bit going into the second race. But when is Red going to go? And he's still warming up his tyres. They're up to the first safety car line now. It's got a bit late in my opinion. Not going to get the drive. And he's gone. And been caught out slightly. Diamond on the inside. Diamond's going to get the slipstream in front. Diamond tries to go around the outside. Silver behind. Is under pressure from Yorkie. Someone now has dropped a couple of places. Speaking now is popped up at P4. Diamond's going for the lead of the Grand Prix, but Brett is caught. Squeezes in. Going backwards at the present moment. And them hard tyres are suffering at the present moment to warm up slightly. That makes Yorkie up into P3. A little bit naughty by Brett, moving in the braking zone. Please, some of the drivers out there. He got moved using inside of Ross. Silverside Boy again is under pressure here for Brewmaster. Brewmaster's now on the inside, so podium. Lost a couple of positions here to Wizard and Reese's Pieces. And Silverside Boy is now out of contention for a podium. He's got a lot of work to do, same as Crosby. And Brewmaster goes on the inside of Cross. Slow restart here by Cross Street. Angry Irishman is on the outside of Brewmaster. Brewmaster does go deep. Reese's Pieces picked up a 3-second time penalty again. Same as Wizard. Yorkie now is on the move into P2 up against Brent. Brent should stick himself around the outside, but should have the traction, which he does. Now he's going to aim towards Diamond. Oh, Gomez has left. He is out the race. Wizard now trying to get into the mix. He goes in the back of Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces gets a brilliant exit. He's now finding lots of all Reese's Pieces. He would have had to cut the corner there. Does a switch back on Brennan's call. Brennan's call is trying to cut them all. They won't go into each other. Allow Reese's Pieces out on the outside. He's going to go for the move to the fast left-hander, which he's going to. Brennan's going to leave enough room. Yes, he has, but he has to take a lot of soft cut there, which will allow Red and Wizard to have a fair exit. Reese's Pieces has run out of battery. Wizard's on the inside.
TJ's crashed.
Oh dear, safety car, safety car, safety car.
No, it's VSC.
Is it VSC?
It's a VSC.
TJ crashed, I think, coming out of turn
10.
10.
It was looking good for top 10 finish.
Silverside Boy has lost out to Cross in front. Monkey Boy is in P9, dropped a couple of places after the restart, but still is inside the points. Jay and Nathan Hill P11 and 12 respectively. Everyone's going to be stuck to a delta here, so everyone's going to want to try to obviously stick to the delta to make sure they're within the limits. And we'll just wait for the yellow flags to drop. And Jay, like I was saying, has got a drive through. So Safecar has been restarted. Brent now is under a lot of pressure from Wizard in P3. Reese's Pieces picked up another time penalty, so that's 6 seconds for him, I believe. Let's have a look. No, it's only 3, sorry. So 3 for him, 3 for Wizard. Them hard tyres. We'll start going a little bit cold again, but they will start coming up to scratch. But the people that are going to be under pressure towards the end of the Grand Prix is going to be people like Yorkie, Wizard, Reese Pieces, and Remaster. And let's see, Cross is still in a good position here. So is Silverside Boy. If he can stay on the back, medium tires will start going off within the next three laps at least.
Made a good call going onto the hards on the last under the safety car, because he will make these work.
Yeah, so people find out P1 at the minute is Yorkie. There's wobble there by Brennan still behind. Yorkie's going to be using some of his battery. Boys picked up a 3-second warning, and Yorkie cleanly passes loose turn 1. Reese Pieces is going for the dive. Oh, and he's hit the back of the red, dropped past the front wing, and now Wizard and Pieces come together. The Cross Wizard, not the engineers. And that's now moved Cross and Suicide Boy up to P5 and 4. No one affected, but man on the move at the minute is Remaster. Come out from nowhere. It's up to P4. Very good so far. Monkey's up to P7, 45 seconds behind Suicide Boy, but he is being hounded by Groundsy. But yeah, a lot of silly moves defending so far. Alan in tier 2, there's a couple of crashes where he's living more room and things like that, where Reese's Pieces just comes across Wizard when he would have seen the fact that he was alongside.
Yep.
But obviously we'll leave that to other people and the stewards to make the decision.
Yeah, biggest gains at the moment is Yorkie's up 15, Diamond's up 13.
Yep, like I was saying, let's see how the medium tyre acts towards the end of the Grand Prix. See, they've had a couple of laps behind the safety car, but Bread now is holding it up Rue and Cross. Let's see if Rue and Cross can do a double overtake here. Cross is going to get a lovely double toe here. Red is being easily passed by Rue, and Cross also going past. Cross is going to go for the other. But he is again on the move. Does need to catch up a little bit more. Looking now, DRS is Diamond in the second part of the straight. Go for a move on the inside. He thinks cover. The red call on the older hard tyres out. It's going to start suffering now. Behind.
Yep. These two soft medium runners of Yorkie and Remaster are going to suffer badly now the next couple of laps. British calls could probably start suffering on the 11 lap old hards. So it's going to be very interesting to see who gets P1, P2 and P3.
Yep, so anyone from Suicide Boy upwards now. Win, it's going to get very, very tight all in DRS. With Yorkie and Rue, they can keep their medium tyres for another 5 laps. It's going to be very, very hard. Suicide Boy does need to try and get past Bread this lap to help his chances. Maybe this lap or next. Crosby now is on the back of this train. He's going to use his experience and skill to try and pass his 2 drivers. About tyre management and battery. Now on, the master post the fastest lap of the race at 1.4. Saving battery in turn 1. Everyone's got similar battery, which is quite a lot to use. Because you're going to use a little squirt going up the hill. Now it's decided to stay behind. Suicide Boy now is trying to go around the outside of Bread. He does a lovely cutback. Suicide Boy hit right. So he's going to lose about 2 seconds there. Boy, it's one of them corners where it's off camber. He wasn't alongside Bread enough, and it's just a slight touch of wheel, but it has affected them by about 1.5 seconds, and that's allowed. Monkey Boy keep going wide, Suicide Boy's picked up a warning. Also, so it's all kicking off now, and Groundsy just had to pull out there on Monkey Boy. Second time penalty. Which
will be a shame for him. He been clean for the entire race and gets it 4 laps for the end.
Yeah, it happens round here. You know, there's a lot of corners where you can get 3 seconds, but it is what it is. At the moment, he's not going to lose too many places because of it. Because of the accident he had, the slight accident he had with Bread. It's the damage limitations from now on. And it looks like Monkey Boy now under pressure. He's going to go for the move into P6. Late braking by Monkey. Gary has to go slightly deeper. Touch the wheel there. Gary doesn't need to cut that corner to allow Monkey enough room on the outside. Batteries being used by Monkey and DRS. Is Monkey going to go deep? Yes, he does. He brakes a lot later than Hillside Boy. Hillside Boy is still on the outside, and he. Oh, we've got a spinner in the back. Grabs his fun and he's facing the wall. He's lost the rear end. Lucky he kept it out of the wall, otherwise it would have been another safety car. But it's going tight up the top out, 3 laps left. Diamond, Wilkie, Martha and Cross.
Yeah, it's going to be tight.
Fighting. Yeah, and the man on the move, Anthony Hawk, is left. Which he was retired anyway, but the man on the move in a minute. Battery usage is Cross. It's got the most out of everyone. Bloke in front's only got 49%, Yorkie's only got 35, with Diamond at only 41. So he is now going to need to start making some moves soon, or he's going to run out of time. And Monkey Boy is up into P6, pounding Bread now for P5. So at the moment, he's still on for a net P6, even with his 3-second time penalty. So he's going to be happy with his performance so far this race. He's done very, very well. Remaster is going to do a move on Yorkie. Yorkie had a wobble coming out of turn 3. This might allow Cross to come in slightly. Goes a little bit deep. Yorkie goes to the outside, so tight. Battery. They've got to be careful here because they're going to allow Diamond to get away if they do too much fighting. Diamond is on the better tyre at this stage. So let's see if Cross is going to go for a move from the inside. Too far away. Saying he's out. He's going to have to win his Grand Prix. He's got Yorkie himself rule Diamond. He's going to have to start making some moves now.
Yep. Well, they can Crossky's going to try and go for a move down into turn 1 on these 2.
Yeah, well, Yorkie's got 22%, Rue's got 22, so and Cross has got double that, triple that, so he has got the opportunity to pass Yorkie into turn 1. Got to make that move quickly. With only 2 laps left, so he's a little bit deep into the last corner, it's going to affect him. About 2-10%, but he is using most of his battery up now. He's going to go for that move. Yorkie has run out of battery. And Cross is going down the inside of Yorkie into turn 1. Yorkie's still staying on the outside. Yorkie still enough room. He does. Cross did get DRS also. So he is now on his way to trying to beat Brewmaster. Brewmaster and Diamond are both on only 14% and 21. Or still on 43%. Grant picks up a 3-second time penalty. And Hillside Boy is still down in P7. Monkey Boy still behind Brady's Call. So he's still biding his time. Couple of laps left for these drivers to make their move. A little bit of wobble there for Brewmaster going up the top of the hill. That will affect him. See, late break. A little bit of wobble again. Brewmaster going into the downward left-hander. Quite a lot of battery here. Try and get that gap a little bit down. He's only got 1 lap to do it. Rear end of the master all over the place. Those medium tyres are starting to go off now. They're going to be absolutely rubbish. But Cross is going to have 1 opportunity to pass through here.
Yep.
And he's only going to have 1 opportunity really to pass Diamond.
Yep.
Root is trying to save the battery. So he's got 8%.
Cross has got 14.
Cross to do. Good spin shot coming out to the last corner. It's going to pass through for the DRS. Diamond's going to be in trouble here, going into turn 1 and turn 3. Diamond goes slightly wide, it's going to allow cross. Get the battery on and DRS. Diamond's going very defensive. Crosby's going to go for the move, going on the outside, and throwing the inside to cover. This is going to be the move for the race win if it happens. Crosby is getting pushed off the track, and Diamond is leaving enough room in the game. 3-second penalty, he's not going to be happy with that at all.
No.
That may be taken away by the Stewarts. So Cross is still going to have to try and go for that move. A bit unfair at 3 seconds, in my opinion, but hey ho, we'll see. At the moment, Diamond has got the speed on Cross, got width. Still got a couple of corners left, still got Yorkie in P4. And at the minute, unfortunately, Cross is going to finish out the top 3. Let's see. Diamond's expecting to back to cover off. Diamond does slightly cut the corner. Let's have a look. Cross is going to have one opportunity. And he's in there. Oh, and he's hit the back of Diamond. Oh no. Diamond's going to use his back to Kira, and Diamond comes to the line and wins the first race of season 11. Brewmaster finishing P2. P3 Yorkie, P4 is Cross, P5 is Predator, P6 is a Monkey Boy, P7 is Reese Speed, P8 is Tilside Boy, P9 is Wizard. You've got Brownsy just coming across the line in P10. And then you've got Jay and Nathan Hill still to come around. They've got a couple of good contenders there for driver the day out.
I know, it's going to be bloody hard.
Yeah, you've got Remaster, you've got Yorkie and Diamond who all finished or started at the back and finished in the top 3.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
So, if you'd like to invite them people into our
party,
and if they wish to join, if they don't have to. There is the results, guys. You've got Diamond P1, you've got Remaster P2 picking up P2 in the fastest lap. P3 goes to Yorkie, P4 goes to Cross. Obviously, depending on if he decides to put that clip in, that's up to him. P5 is Bread. P6, brilliant drive by Monkey up into P6 in the end. P7 is Reese's Pieces. In P8 for disappointing race for Silverside Boy down in P8. P9 is Wizard. Again, one of our front runners, but had a very disappointing race himself. P10 is Groundsy. Jade P11. And Nathan Hill finishing a lonely P12.
And we have everyone
in. So we have everyone in. So we have our P3, P2 and P1 for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Just join us for a little commentary sesh. So if I take on Yorkie, you can do Roo.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can do join on Diamond. Welcome back, Yorkie. First race of the season. Brilliant race from you. Disappointing qualifying though. Just talk us through your qualifying. You started towards the back. Did you just not get the lap in when it mattered?
I've just not done any practice as per usual. I think I did 1-2 laps in time trial. And I
just stop you there, Yorkie. I can hardly hear you. You're very, very quiet.
Is that a bit
Might
better? Be
me actually. Hang on. It might be me. I ain't got you turned up for some reason. Yeah,
I've got my TV mic on. That might be.
Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
So yeah, I used quali as basically just a bit of practice, and then did a pretty decent race, I think. Just tried to stay out of trouble, and then
You obviously a lot of accidents in front and penalties did hit your situation at the start of the Grand Prix. Did you have, when the last safety car came out, obviously you knew you had a chance of a good result. It did play into your hands quite suddenly, but you was one of the only ones that went on to the mediums. Was it because you didn't have a fresh set of hards, or you just wanted to try and have that little bit of edge on the restart?
I didn't have a fresh set of hard, so I started on the hard tyres, and I only went I only went for the one. But to be fair, I probably would have gambled on the mediums anyway. So yeah.
And how are you getting on with this game? Is it this game you like compared to last year? Obviously, first race of the season, podium. It seems like you're a little bit more comfortable than the last couple of previous games.
Yeah, it's better than the last one. It's still not perfect, but yeah, I don't think it'll ever be. But no, it's definitely better than the last game, for sure.
And going into the race for next week, is it a track that you like? I'm trying to find what the hell it is.
I ain't got a clue.
Japan.
Oh
Japan.
no! Oh
So
no!
Japan,
Sprint race.
is it?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
No, it is a very, very tricky circuit, especially when you need a lot of concentration, obviously throttle control and all that. So it's not a track that you tend to do good at, or is it just personal liking?
No, it's personal preference. I just don't like the minuscule amount of overtaking opportunities. Because first sector, you just can't overtake. Second sector, not so much, and then maybe in the third sector you can get people down the back straight. But yeah, it's not my preferred track, that's for sure.
No, but congratulations on your P3 first race, and hopefully we'll start seeing you take them wins once again. It's been a while, so it'd be nice to see you at the top step of the podium. Now, Al, I'll pass you on to our Mercedes driver of Remaster.
Well done, Remaster for P2. Talk us through your qualifying and what your strategy was for the race.
Yeah, thank you. Qualifying, I think I qualified P11 or whatever. I messed up on my final run. Like, I invalidated on the first one, and then second one I ran out of fuel. Plus started with like 80%, maybe 70%. I don't know. But I could have gone at least 3 attempts quicker, but oh well, it wouldn't have been much, I don't think. And then in the race, I was starting on the hards, and I was going to do the one stop because I find it relatively fine to do that. But yeah, TGM, I think, and someone else, I can't remember who it was, they crashed in front of me at turn 2, and I just had no time to react, so I got involved in that. That safety car practically allowed me to actually have fun to race, because I actually was then in the race again. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on the podium here in any way, shape, or form. So.
Well, at least you enjoyed it. What's your thoughts of next week's track as it's at Japan for the sprint race?
I've not done Japan on this game yet, but if it's anything like I've had it on the previous games,
shit.
it's awful.
It is awful. I must admit.
I've had awful times with it before in the past, so I'm not expecting much. But I'll give it a go before the next race we do it, and hopefully it goes better.
Well, hopefully we can see you back on the top 3 step in the future races.
Hopefully. Congrats to Diamond Douchey for that straight line to be on the end corner. Don't know how you out dragged me, but
Yeah, congratulations, Real, on your P2 starting towards the back. Very, very solid drive and keeping yourself, personal self, out of trouble. And going on to our P1 man, Diamond Douche takes the first win of the season in Tier 2. It's been a while. Obviously, we've seen through the socials, Douche, that you have been strong at certain circuits, but you're still, I think you'll probably agree with me, you make yourself a little bit harder for the race because your qualifying pace is just not there. Is it something that you want to improve through the rest of the season? Because we've seen in the past that your quality pace isn't the greatest, but when it comes to the race, you do really have a good race pace.
I mean, obviously I'd want to improve it, but it makes for entertaining races when I'm at the back and finish at the front. So, I mean, entertainment-wise, I'd keep it the same. But, yeah, I'd rather be further at the front so it's not as hard. Yeah. But my race pace I'm very confident in. I'm confident in it around most circuits. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so going into the race and watching you through the race, obviously you was climbing. You had a very, very good start. There was a bit of a kerfuffle on lap 1, which you managed to. Obviously, you did the alternative strategy to most people in front, where you went on to the mediums, compared to most people behind on the hards. Going forward, what was your target in this race? Did you personally think that your race pace that you had a chance of getting an opponent or even winning it? Yep.
No. My idea with going on the softs was to just make up as many positions as I could on lap 1, pit early, get onto the mediums, and solidify my 2-stop. And then the mediums had good pace. I ended up in P2 behind Crossgree. And then the safety car fell perfectly at the end of my mediums stint, and that made me make up all of the positions. Ended up in 3rd behind Bredders Cool, who stayed out. I wasn't quite sure why. And then the hard stint just played out nicely.
Yeah, because you went medium, didn't you?
Soft,
first?
medium, hard.
Oh, there you go. So you started on soft,
Yeah, I
went long
started
on the
on the
mediums,
soft.
and obviously
Yeah.
the safety car come out at the right time. But it can obviously happen to everyone, and obviously when the safety car restarted, you had about 5 drivers all around you on brand new set of hards, including yourself. Just talk through what it's like just to drive them last 4 or 5 laps with the amount of drivers you had around there and the pressure that Cross and Rue were putting on you just to get it over the line.
Yeah, so on the safety car restart, I ended up side by side with Crossgree. So my plan was I needed to make it past him on turn 1 and then get Bredders Cool as quick as I could because I knew he was on older hards compared to everyone else. Use Bredders Cool a bit, and then use the medium runners because I knew that Yorkie's tyres were going to go off. I didn't quite know how Brewmaster managed to get so much pace out of the mediums towards the end. So I was a bit nervous about that. And then last lap, bit Larry. Had a tight battle with Crossgree and then managed to out-drag them on the line.
Yeah, well, it was an entertaining last 10 laps for us to commentate on. So, again, just want to congratulate you on the first win of the season. Going into next week, Japan, is it a track you tend to like? Do you normally do well there? And what's your ambitions going into that race? What's your target?
Well, historically, I do like Japan, but on the last game, I was really, really against it. The curbs were really violent, and I've not really raced it on this track, so I'm not on this game, so I'm not really sure. Looking forward to it, and hopefully better quali pace to make it easier for the race.
Yep. Okay. So that is Douche, our P1 driver, and our winner for today. So Al, this is the moment. So you've got. Pick wisely. You might upset a few people here, but
It always does.
So you had Diamond from the back, you had Yorkie from the back, you had Remaster from the back. You also had people like Monkey starting outside the top 10 and having a brilliant race. Who is your driver of the day? Think and pick wisely.
Yeah, like you said, quite a few drivers did start at top 10. It's one of these jobs where you say something and then someone gets the arse of it. But for just going on the pure pace, and I don't know how, like the Roo and Yorkie got them mediums to the end. But my driver of the day is Yorkie, due to the fact he was sitting on the back of everyone else. Don't say that, Diamond.
That is bias from you, Al. Alright, so our driver of the day is Yorkie. Again, brilliant race for him, finished in P3. So please join us again for the stream for the Tier 1. If it goes ahead, if they all turn out, would be great. For opening race in Bahrain, 8 PM UK time, Friday. And I'm your host, Collateral Ads, and I hope to see you next week alongside
Major 99.
Yep, everyone have a good evening, rest of the week. Love ya, good night.